Earthly legends, pure of heart and awakened by fury.
DragonBall Super Manga Chapter 82 has dropped, officially released. We're about to dive into this, everybody, but make sure you guys just do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and comment down below before and after with your thoughts and opinions on this. I'm gonna give you guys my review here as we break it down panel by panel, so let's just dive right into it because I'm hyped. So we start off with the satellite array shown here, and all of a sudden Goku flies right in. So they used instant transmission, they're teleporting around. You see the Galactic Patrol just setting up this satellite array, and all of a sudden it's Goku versus Gas just battling it out, and he's just blocking attacks, going back and forth. Guys, make sure you guys check out the manga chapter, it's great. In my opinion, I'm hyped whenever I see Dragon Ball, so that's just me. And as they're battling, boom, instant transmission, they teleport out, and they end up back on planet Sorel, planet Cereal, and then all of a sudden they're still going at blows, back to back to back, all across the place, teleporting around. And then all of a sudden, he's like, you cannot escape me. And all of a sudden, boom, they end up on Monaka's planet, and he ends up dumping a truck full of cement. When I had first seen this, I low-key thought it was mud or something that he dumped on him, but he actually dumped a bunch of cement, and bam, all of a sudden, he's coated in it, and Goku's like, that's what you get for warping so recklessly. And even Monaka's like, the one true destroyer is like, And Goku tells him, go clean up in the river over there. I don't mind. We can get back to fighting after that. And the thing is, it's like you can kind of see Goku is stalling for time. They're teleporting from planet to planet, just doing whatever he can to just stall for time. So after that, you see him still just going for the attack, and they teleport yet again, and all of a sudden, they end up in the Galactic King's bathtub. This looks sus, but bro, he ends up colliding into the Galactic King's bathtub, bro. There you go, perfect time for a bath. It's very lighthearted, this chapter. It's a lot of fun, in my opinion. Now, not everybody's cup of tea. I know there's a huge divide with the fandom. Some people don't like too much fun. Some people don't like things like this. I actually love every bit of it, but this is actually just real fun. So all of a sudden, there you go, perfect time for a bath. And you see the man just poke out with that menacing look like, really? Really? You dump me into the Galactic King's bathwater. This looks super sus. The man just went through cement, and they're just going from place to place, and it's not over yet. So you see over here, Monaito is trying to heal up Granolah, and you see the heaters right here just chilling, and they're like, now where'd those two go? And then Vegeta himself says, he's buying time, jumping from planet to planet. So he's literally saying what they're doing out loud. Oil, get a lock on Gas's position via the tracker in his comms device. Got it. So they end up in the Galactic Prison. Yet another moment where they're just going from previous chapters in Dragon Ball Super, and they're just continuing the fight. He tries to throw a kick at him, blast him back into the wall with the kick, and then all of a sudden, right here, what we see is, enough of this, stop leaping from one location to another. And then Goku's like, you ready to admit that I'm better than you at instant teleportation? And he's like, you're still going on about that? And then all of a sudden, Sangambo and his men and Moro's henchmen start to catch on to this and like, hey, isn't that the Heater's kid brother? Oh yeah, he used to be the real little guy. He says, psst, kiddo, remember us? It's been a while, huh? Looks like you got a bone to pick with Son Goku too. Bust us out of this joint and we'll lend you a hand. And he's like, the dregs of the Sangambo gang, huh? I have no need for your aid. And they're like,
let us out, yeah.
Kid's real full of himself. And then remember the first time we met him? He was so scared that he wet himself. So now they're gonna talk a bunch of shit. They're like, he's not gonna let us out. All right, let's cook this boy right here. We gonna cook him. And all of a sudden he's like, I did not piss myself. And then Goku catches wind of this for a second, and he's like, yo, nah, you totally pissed yourself, bro. Oh, like, big brother, I'm scared, help me. And then Goku's like, is that true? The mighty Gas was pissing himself when he was a kid. It's like, there's no urination involved. What about that wet stay we saw then? Does your tribe cry out of those crotches? Oh shit. The man said, you guys cry out of your crotch? And he said, sick bird, man. They just absolutely cooked your boy right here. It's like, I did not wet myself. It was only a few drops because I've been holding it in for so many long hours. And then all of a sudden, it's like, dang, you really did piss yourself. As you guys can see, this one isn't more of a battle-friendly one. This is more of a comedic chapter. So it's lighthearted. It's meant to be taken with a grain of salt, but I'm here for it. I don't mind, honestly. So there is a drawback to that. I'll go into that in a second. He says, clack, clack, clack. Got a lock on his signal. He's in the Galactic Prison. What are they doing there? Nope, hang on. They just warped even further away. That idiot. So you just do everything your big brother says. And as you guys can see, they're still battling. You're way stronger than him. I bet you can make your own choices. I seek power for Alex's sake alone. I follow his commands in order to make the Heaters the supreme organization in the universe. Throws some more blasts at Goku. Goku dodges them. And he says, oh, gotcha. I guess you really respect your older brother. I was once the weakest among us, but Alec raised me to this level. I would do anything for him. And I got a lot of respect for Alec because we're getting some character from him. Now, what I wanted to point out right here real quick is going back to here, everything up to this part kind of took away from his character because they're just cooking the dude and showing some incompetence and some stupid moments where it's like, bro, you were just destroying everybody and now we pulled you back. We pulled your character back and now we're showing where his honor lies. So you get a lot of character from Gas, and then all of a sudden it's like, bro, you see where his loyalty is at and with the family, and it's cool. I like that part, but they took away, they regressed with a little bit of the comedy. I still don't mind it. It's playful. It's still kind of got some Dragon Ball spirit in there, but it's sure that explains it. Alec's will is absolute. He says, are you sure about that? How far can you trust him? My own brother almost killed me a while back. A call back to Raditz. You guys called it. And then this kind of leads on to what you see more on in the chapter. So we're going to go into this. So you might want to watch your back. And then you see him like, ugh. He's frustrated because all they're doing is teleporting from place to place. He's not really getting much done. And he's just been getting cooked. So what next, Alec? Never mind them for now. The only ones left here are half dead already. Let's mop up these stragglers first, like it's our turn for some action. And then all of a sudden you see Monaito like healing Granolah right there on the floor. Then all of a sudden they're ready to just pounce on him. So Goku is continuing the fight, going from planet to planet. Really, really nice stuff. Just blasting away, teleporting into the ship here. I'm like, huh? Galactic Patrol. Darn, I can't keep playing defense much longer. Hang on a sec. Goku. There we go. So he ends up teleporting to the specific planet in chapter 56. Whis is riding on a dinosaur, eating some dessert with the Oracle fish. He's like, isn't it delectable, Oracle fish? Then all of a sudden, boom, they're on top of the dinosaurs over there. It's like, Goku, lucky for me, you're hanging out in this realm, Whis. And why have you come to me? And he's like, who's this? My master, who happens to be an angel. Sorry, Whis, but can I leave this guy with you for a minute? He's like, huh? See ya, Gas. And he dips. So this is like another moment of him just stalling and stalling and stalling. Literally just tosses him to Whis. And he's out. Goes back to Galactic Patrol ship, teleporting all the way back. He's like, yo, did he just? No way. And teleports all the way back to Monaito and Granolah right before the heater's about to pounce on him. And as you guys can see, Maki and Oil just stop in their This particular panel is my favorite one out of this chapter just because this right here goes hard. He just shows up, his presence makes them stop in his track. That's some serious alpha Dragon Ball Z Goku shit right here. Now this panel right here is my favorite one in this chapter just because Goku shows up on the scene. It's pure alpha male power, everybody. So he shows up, look at his battle tattered outfit. It's just black Air Force energy all over Goku right here. This is classic Dragon Ball Z Goku. He shows up, pauses them in his track and just grills them. He's like, you're not doing shit. Nah, this is old Goku. For a moment. So after all of that comedy, you get a moment of seriousness. He's like, nah, you ain't doing shit. Love it. I love this panel. He's like, how are you back here alone? What did you do to Gas? And then they're like, crap, where did he go? If you must know, Goku's returned to planet Cereal. He lost them. So stalling for even more time, and then which way is planet Cereal? And even Whis points him out that way. So he just flies off. He doesn't even teleport. He just flies off. He's like, why couldn't you have stayed for a more leisurely visit? Especially when this place has such scrumptious desserts, right, Oracle Fish? He's like, who was that? So then all of a sudden, Whis starts talking to Goku with this little device that he actually planted on Goku, and they end up just talking. And he's like, I can't abide you. Interrupted my dessert time, but he was like, yo, you were the right distance away. I had to have done that, and I know he would behave himself around you. So he literally brought him to Whis. He's like, he can fly through space, and he's going right at you at breakneck speed. So in about 20 Earth minutes, he'll be there. So Goku grabs Granolah. Gas will be back soon. I bought us some time, but let's get to safety for now. And as you guys can see, Oatmeal has taken over a ship here. And he says, let's get in the shelter at the old man's house. He got Vegeta with Granolah's half-talking goggle thing. You could turn into a robot too. That's neat. Then Maki's like, heads up. They're gonna run. Should we unleash our inner natures and fight them? He's like, don't be stupid, you two. You can never beat that Saiyan. We'll retreat for now and wait for Gas to get back. Oil, keep an eye on them in the meantime. Well, he's like, got it. So Goku, Vegeta, Oatmeal, Granolah, Monaito, all in the same ship, riding back to some shelter. He should reach your location within 20 Earth minutes. And he's like, 20 minutes isn't enough time for me to heal Granolah. Vegeta's battle damaged. Goku's pretty battle damaged. Granolah is just out for now. And Goku's like the only one in fighting shape. So all of a sudden, By the way, has your training borne fruit yet, Goku? So now the centerpiece is starting to go back to Goku here. Honestly, I'm still having a lot of trouble with it. I just can't keep my heart calm the way you do this, Whis. You and me both, bro. As an angel, I'm a fundamentally different life form than you. How many times must I tell you? It's up to you to discover your own version of Ultra Instinct. Listen to the voice within you. Deep down, what are you really? Now, I also really like this theme because this kind of can be used for everybody. Who are you? That's the theme of this right now. What am I? Hey, son of Bardock, immediately trying to give out call-outs to what your history is and trying to figure out who are you really? There's something I should show you. He's like, oh. So they head back to the house. They put Granolah in the bed and like, here we are. He whips out Bardock's old cracked up scouter. So this is like 40 plus years old. Scouter left behind Bardock himself. Now it's all yours by all rights. And he's like, that's my dad's scouter. Vegeta's like, allow me, it's broken, but there's evidence of saved audio data. He's like, I thought so. It's been there for 40 years. He hasn't been able to play it. He's like, what type of data is it? So, as you guys can see, he's like, Bulma could repair it, but then all of a sudden, Oatmeal's like, I can use it with my circuitry and play it via the speakers that he has on him. So, he's gonna act as a Bluetooth portable speaker for that scouter. And as you guys can see, he's just headed here, breakneck speed, like they said, just angry because of all the ridicule he just went through. He's pissed. So he's flying right back at him, and he's super fast, according to his own people, the Heater. So that speed, and that's not a spaceship. He's really some kind of ultimate being now. So now they're trying to hype him back up after tearing him down for a bit. They power up the scouter. All of a sudden, that attack had to have had some effect. Monaito, use this chance to get as far away as you can. And he's like, that's Bardock's voice. I'll slow Gas down. Listen to me. You two have to stay alive. And then that specific line right there triggers something in Goku where stay alive. Stay alive, stay alive. And then all of a sudden he gets a flashback to Bardock and Gine from Dragon Ball Minus and that Broly movie where they put their hands on that Saiyan space pod, flashing it all back. You have to stay alive. And then boom, something in Goku starts to awaken. So him trying to figure out who he is deeply connected to this moment right here. And this is a theme that can be used for all of us. So I actually really like that. Figuring out who you are gives you a ton of power in real life. So I like what they're trying to teach here. It's a lighthearted chapter, but I want to see what you guys think. Let me know so far. And as you guys can see, we scroll down a bit and you get a flashback to 40 years ago with Bardock versus Gas. You guys can see them battling in the sky with some really, really nice imagery here. Monaito's on the floor with Granolah, just chilling. And then all of a sudden, he's about to go right at Gas. And this is back when he was weaker. Judging from his tail, he must be a Saiyan, a powerful fighter too. So they thought there was just some weak levels here, but it's not. Bardock actually has some strength. He's challenging him. They're going back and forth. Remember, 40 years ago. And then, as you guys can see, I'm pretty sure that didn't finish him off. Monaito used this chance to get as far away as you can. I'll slow him down. Listen to me, you two have to stay alive. So a lot of these spoilers, a lot of us have seen already, but there's not even a scratch on you. What a monster. I'm going to end this now. I cannot afford to have a lack of faith in me. Not here. He ordered me to handle this without delay. And that's where it leaves off. So we see just the very, very brief moment of Bardock versus Gas. And it's really, really interesting stuff. So overall, I think the main thing that I really got from this chapter is figuring out who you are, and what you are. So seeing Goku learn about Bardock again, what this got me hyped for, honestly, this moment is going back to right here. So my favorite panel in this entire chapter is this one right here. So this serious Goku, everyone's like, this is a chance for some character development. What I see this as, and I don't know, I don't even think this is likely, but getting more of a Dragon Ball Z Goku vibe. We kind of lost that vibe throughout Super, but if you get some of that Saiyan memory back in there, Kakarot, that moment, like I said, where Goku tried to blast Supreme Kai, that was Kakarot for a moment in the World Tournament in Dragon Ball Z. If we get back a little bit more Z Goku's vibe, that more serious tone, I would love it. So as you guys can see, they tore down Gas, kind of built him back up with a breakneck speed stuff, him trying to head back into the battle, and they're starting to show and center a lot of this around Goku's history and bring him back into the fold, figuring out who he is so he can master UI. So the centerpiece right now is Goku, the only fighter right now amongst the three that can really battle him. And as you guys can see, he's the one powering up. He's the one going through the Saiyan history. They mentioned Bardock, they mentioned Raditz, all of this stuff. It's all centered around Goku. I mean, who else would have expected anything else? But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you think is going to happen to Goku? My hopes is that he becomes more of a serious Goku again, more of Dragon Ball Z Goku in these moments. You guys think he's going to get a new transformation? Let me know as well. Is he gonna master UI? So as you guys can see, it's space, and then all of a sudden, boom, just a white light. So I'm excited. We've already seen technically mastered UI, but there's tiers to this. They had to nerf it because it was just that broken. I want to see what else they can bring to this that's gonna make it look fresh, make it look new, because we've seen him use it with the Super Saiyan transformation, even Super Saiyan Blue. But seeing him do something new with this after seeing the transformation with Gas, seeing the transformation with Ultra Ego, they gotta top this right now. How do you top this? I have no idea. But what are we gonna see after this? Let me know. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I honestly really like this chapter. I think it was more comedic based, but it did give some backstory. It was a lot of fun. It was fun. I still can't wait for this to get animated. I'm still a Dragon Ball fan to my heart and soul, so we'll see. Anyway, I'll be seeing you guys next time. I'm going to be doing a lot more discussions. I can't wait to read your comments and put them in those. Until next time, everybody, take care. Peace. Young Money, baby.